Now, over 17,000 people were vaccinated across 553 sites in 6 states on day 2 of India's coronavirus vaccination drive. The ministry has said there have been at least 447 persons reporting adverse effects after the COVID vaccination, with majority complaining of fever, headache, nausea, according to the data on the ongoing vaccination drive. And the government has also released vaccination schedules for the states. All major states will vaccinate on any 4 days of every week, and smaller states like Goa will vaccinate on 2 days of a week, though we do know that UP is planning to vaccinate 2 days per week. Well, let's go across to Sukirti now for more. And Sukirti, so the ministry announcing that there have been 447 adverse impacts of the vaccine, but these have all been basically minor effects, and also a schedule for states to follow.
Yes, there have been 447 cases of adverse events so far out of the 2.24 lakh vaccinations that have been conducted. So this is only about 0.2% out of the total vaccinations where adverse events were witnessed. And there were only 3 hospitalizations, 2 in Delhi, 1 in Rishikesh. The 2 people who were admitted in Delhi, they've already been discharged. 1 person is under observation in Rishikesh. As far as the schedule is concerned, 29 states and union territories will be carrying out the vaccination program today. The others will be carrying it out on other days of the week, but today at least many major states will be carrying out the vaccinations, including Delhi. And as of now, the vaccination site numbers remain the same as the launch day, because so far no state has announced that they are increasing the vaccination site numbers at this point of time. That may happen only gradually and in phases, because as we've been seeing that the targeted number of vaccinations are much higher, and the vaccinations, at least on day 1 and day 2, seem to be falling a little short of the target. But the government is hopeful that the number of vaccination beneficiaries will keep on increasing as the days progress. So today will be day 3 of the vaccinations. 2.24 lakh people have been vaccinated in India so far.
All right, Sukirti, thanks so much for joining us. With that, we're now joined by Dr. Anup Kumar, Professor in HOD at Safdarjung Hospital, and Dr. Anita Ramesh Chandra, specialist in clinical trials. Now, Dr. Anita, first to you, I'd like to ask your comments on this UP case that has just come to light, in which a ward boy, he was a 41-year-old, he received the vaccine on Saturday, and then he died on Sunday complaining of breathlessness. The chief medical officer has said that it doesn't seem to be related to the vaccine, and his son says that he was suffering from a bit of pneumonia. Now, I do know that we need to get more information, but this is concerning, and thorough inquiry is required.
Yes, you're right. And in any clinical trial, when the serious adverse reaction, which is called the SAE, or the adverse reaction, which is called AE, occurs in all clinical trials, and these are also approved vaccines on restricted use. Still, Covaxin is under phase 3 trial is going on. So this whole, before we make any comment to the public at that point of time, a whole set of committee needs to be set up to investigate what was the cause of death. Death may be, most commonly the death may be related, not related to the vaccine, maybe for another cause for which he was not well, and very less likely it is related to the vaccine, because this vaccine has, have you seen the trials which are already in the public domain, phase 3, has very minimum side effects with fatigue, just headache and bit of nausea, maybe fever feeling and pain.
Right, though I'd like to add here, doctor, that it was probably Covishield, because in UP that's the main vaccine that they are using there. Yeah. Also that he was suffering from pneumonia. Now, is this something that should have that perhaps they shouldn't have given the vaccine? Because I know that there are lists of people and why you shouldn't receive the vaccine if you're suffering from,
one thing what I feel personally in my clinical trials which we do on cancer drugs, if the patient is, we need to assess the patient for the vaccination. As soon as they come in, if you feel, if the doctor sitting there feels that the patient is not all right, we should not give the vaccine. Patient should be perfectly all right, walk into the vaccination center, and then we should give the vaccine. Similarly, for drug trials, if there is any added some other extra things before the drug is administered or the vaccine, we should stop, I think so. That's what my personal feeling, and that's what I do for the last 10 to 15 years. So to avoid all sorts of 2 things getting complicated. this may not be have related to the vaccine, might have related to his general condition at the point of time. I think at all sides we have to be careful before vaccinating.
And there needs to be absolute transparency also in the process. So, there's no doubts in the minds of people. Dr. Anup Kumar, on day one, only 64% of the vaccination target was achieved. So many did not turn up, but the government is saying that they hope this will improve this week.
Yeah, so good morning everyone. I just want to re-emphasize one thing. We are talking about Covishield vaccine, which is Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. And there's a article published in Journal of Lancet, which is one of the most prestigious journal in the world, in which randomized controlled trials which happened in 3 countries, Brazil, UK and South Africa, including thousands of patients in phase 3. And it showed that the adverse events or serious adverse events, they were very minimal. So we have a lot of data to support that this vaccine is very, very safe and efficacious. So these kind of events might happen, and we have to check whether it is because of vaccine or whether he was having some pre-existing disease which might be silent at that time. But as the time progresses, our vaccination drive will further escalate, and as we know, a number of vaccination centers will also increase from 3,000 to 5,000 and then so on. And I am very hopeful that we will achieve the target next 6 months.
Right. We're told there have been 447 adverse events reported so far, but all of these seem to be very minor, the kind of, very, very minor effect of immediately after the vaccination. So as you're saying, you expect that that the vaccination drive will pick up and more people will come forward, and we won't have such a glaring number of just 64% of the people coming for the first day of vaccination.
Yeah, sure. I think this is the responsibility of doctors and media to educate people that they should not have any even 0.1% doubt about the vaccines. They should come forward, have the vaccination, and protect themselves and their families from this very serious disease, which is COVID-19 we are talking about. So I think this is our combined responsibility, and everyone should contribute this. I'm very hopeful we'll win this battle in the coming months.
Right, Dr. Chandra, there's also been some reports of vaccines getting wasted, in Chennai because a lot of the people didn't turn up for the vaccination. So all this has to be monitored very, very closely, isn't it, Dr. Neeta?
Yeah, you are very right. We can't afford to waste the vaccine. That is very, very important because there are many people who need the vaccine. So I think the system should be in place properly, and the transportation, storage, and we also should have backup people. Suppose a particular set of group of individuals not turning up for vaccination, we should have access to call the next set of batch. And we should have the system to call them beforehand and get them ready that if I have the vaccine and somebody doesn't turn up, please come. So this system also avoids by wasting, but to my knowledge, wasting of vaccine, I think we should not do that, and the system needs to be more alert and more organized to get the backup people to come and fill it up.
Right, and Dr. Anup, you said you think it'll take 6 months for that initial 30 crore people that we've planned to vaccinate. So for the general public, after that, are you expecting more vaccines to be available? This is something that we keep asking. Will we have a choice in the vaccines, especially if we're going to be paying, if the general public is going to be paying for it later?
Yeah, so one thing is the production of vaccines is going to be escalated in the coming months. Both Serum Institute of India, Bharat Biotech, they are increasing their productions in the coming months. And I'm very hopeful that a number of doses which we are going to have in the coming months will increase. And again, we will going to have more vaccines which will be approved in India in the coming months. As you know, different vaccines are being used in different parts of the world. So by the end of 6 months, we'll have some more options, some more doses which are available. And then we have to reassess how many people we want to vaccinate, after 30 crores. We are not going to vaccinate a whole 130 crores of the India. We have to assess that once we achieve this herd immunity of which will come after 60 to 70% of the population is either they have got the immunity because of the vaccine or because of the infection, then we are going to stop this chain of transmission forever. So I think we need to reassess as the time progresses, but I'm very hopeful there will be no dearth of vaccines in the coming months, and Government of India is very, very serious about that, and the people should have full faith in the Government of India, and they should just come forward, have vaccination. One more thing I want to emphasize, please continue your COVID appropriate behavior, and which I say that a proper use of mask, proper use of sanitizer, and social distancing, that has to be followed. before vaccine, during vaccine, and after vaccine. So this has to be followed.
Right, a very important point there. Thank you so much, Dr. Anup and Dr. Anita, for joining us on the show this morning.